Greetings, minions, survivalists, and fellow gamers. This is Silverblade Dagger playing 7 Days to Die, Alpha 12.4, and this is episode 68. And we got some stuff to catch up on here. Right now, we're just taking out these spider zombies. Oop, just a little over there. There we go. Hopefully we got those quick enough so we don't have any zombies climbing up our butts. It is day 77, and there wasn't a horde during the night. And the moon, I don't know, well, it's not up now, but it was only a half moon. It wasn't a full blood moon or anything like that, so I don't know what the deal is in terms of the game actually producing what it should be producing on days that are with a common denominator of 7 anyway. And 77 is a multiple of 7. Anyways, since the last episode, I've put down some rebar frames and got it filled in with concrete. Down here in my forge, I've been cooking up some concrete mix or cement to make concrete mix. So this is going pretty strong here. And as you can see, I've made up 190. I've made more and made use of it, but yeah, I've got 36 venison stews now. So I've cooked up a bunch of that. I still got that cement cooking up there, so that'll be a little bit. But what I ended up doing was over in yonder direction. There was an outcropping, a growth, I don't know what you would call it. It was just this big old lump of rock, and I basically took it all out with the pickaxe. And that is where I got my stone to make the concrete mix stuff. And so I laid all this down in here. This is all upgraded. It just needed a little TLC, tender loving concrete. So we'll get this put into place. I also went after a supply drop. It was literally nothing. Well, maybe not literally. It had nothing that satisfied. And that was pretty much schematics for stuff I already had. So, there's that. Anyway, let's get this done real quick. Yeah, I knew I was skipping somewhere along here. Yeah, the last few days in game has been pretty uneventful, really. I just getting materials together and placing blocks. I didn't want to bore you guys with the details while I was doing it anyway. Yeah, always skips for some reason. Must be because my pokey ass computer. Alright, so that part is done. Yay. Now, up here, on this ledge right here, I'm kind of debating either putting blocks like this or ramp blocks. The reason why I would want ramp blocks is that the angle of it would help, for seeing down in here to shoot zombies if they get into the log trap. Because basically, there's going to be a wall in this row. So this area here is only going to be 2 blocks wide. And I'm thinking of also doing ramps across the top on this side, so it's sort of like a funnel shape. Kind of a narrow funnel at that, but yeah. Anyways, let's get some of these put into place. We still got to wait for the concrete mix to, or the powder, or whatever you want to call it, to get burnt up there. And let's see, let's put this in here. I want to get the corners first, because once you put in the other courses through here, you're not going to be able to access the corner. So you want to upgrade these first and then do the walls. Now if you're building above ground, it's not too bad of a deal because you can go on the outside of the building and get the outside corner, but in this case here it's all underground, so you have to think a step ahead on this. Now I'm probably going to run out of, well actually it's not probably, it's definitely going to run out of rebar frames at some point. So I'm going to have to do some mining. I don't have enough scrap iron to turn into iron ingots. Alright, so the first side I want to do is this here. And the reason being is this is, for the time being, this is my exit. And I want to be able to build my bridge across here a little easier. Basically just going across the top of this block row and this block row. So let's get these put in. Let's see if we could do this going backwards. It might be a little faster, actually. Now today is, as I'm recording this anyway, today is August the 5th. And it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. So we're just maybe 8 hours or so away from when, supposedly, according to Steam anyway, Empyrean is going to be released. So I'm really looking forward to that. So chances are, this episode will probably air in another day or two, and it might be paired up with an episode of Empyrean. So I hope you guys will watch me for that game. I'm really looking forward to it. Ever since I saw Games for Kicks do his Let's Play of the pre-alpha release, been totally jazzed for it. If you don't know what Empyrean is, it's, I guess you could say in one way it's similar to Space Engineers. I have never played Space Engineers, but I've heard other people make that comparison. I would say in a way it's 7 Days to Die without zombies and the ability to go into space. And as a sci-fi nerd, space is cool. Actually, it's pretty damn cool. Close to absolute zero cool. That's the kind of nerd I am. Alright, let's get her done. Yeah, come on. Can't seem to keep it straight. Alright, now we go. There we go. Actually, nah. I was gonna climb up on top, but probably best I don't. Alright, it ran out of wood, I think. Yeah. That should be good. Alright. Alright, I don't believe I skipped any. I guess it's the cement that does that. Alright, see, did I skip any there? Woohoo, I didn't. Alright. Okay. Reason why I skip, I think, obviously besides my computer being the way it is I'm holding down the right mouse button to pour the concrete, and if you get up close like this, you want the long, the long, wide stretch there. See, watch, as you go across there, it takes a little bit, whereas if you're going like this, it kind of goes by pretty quick, the width of the squares. So that's kind of, I'm trying to get it dialed in for the speed that I can go to get it without skipping it. It's kind of for those of you that are like me, that are low-end computer users that have an older system, it might be a little advantageous for you. I don't know, just guessing. Yeah, we just go around the bottom first. Let's see, do it backwards. Okay, that time I held down the right mouse while walking backwards, and only one skip, I think. Not too bad. I'm trying to figure out ways to get to do this in a faster way than just right click, right click, right click, right click. You know, that whole thing. And we'll get up on top. Shrink down. And I'll aim it like this, and right click, and hold, and go backwards. Alright, did we skip any? Nope, that was pretty good. Alright. So, let's see. Go straight back up here again. Shrink down. Go to cement. Right click. and aim this kind of more of an angle like that, and go backwards. Looks like we might have skipped one, which ain't too bad, considering how it sometimes goes. Alright, so let's get the other side here. Shrink down. When you shrink down, you don't run or move at your full speed. That's kind of a method of regulating your speed a little bit. So get a little distance on it, and go backwards. Okay. Plop that in there. Get big again, or just stand up rather. Alright, that worked out pretty good. Alright. So we'll just kind of aim down, I guess, and go backwards. I think I got it all. Sweet. Alright, now let's just use up what's left of the concrete mix. Let's shrink back down and backwards. And I only missed one, maybe just one. Not too bad though. Okay, so we got that layer in. Might as well do what's left of these frames. I still gotta, I definitely gotta make more frames. Actually, let's start from this end. Okay, now I know I'm tired. You know why? Because when I was looking at the amount of rebar I had, my eyes kind of went blurry, and I thought it said that I had 10 frames left. It was over 100, so I am definitely going batshit blind. It's already batshit crazy. Alright, so that looks like it worked out pretty good. Still with me? Alright, so let's get the cement down. Aha! I knew I'd skipped one. There we go. Alright. I don't know why it keeps doing that really goofy hand gesture, but okay. I can put these away for now. Gun back in. We'll put frames in, and we'll make some more concrete mix, I guess. So what we got here, don't want to jump down there. So we got this area done. Just needs to cure. What do you think? Should we, yeah, why not? Let's put in all this that we can anyway. And actually I'm going to have to use that. Might as well put these all in while we're here. This might be a dull episode, but hopefully educational. And plop. Gotta step away. I noticed that they got a little more testy about when you're up close to a block, you can't place it unless you step back a little bit more, like you're occupying the same block space, which I think I can understand why, but at the same time, it's like I'm just trying to place a block. I'm not trying to like dry hump it or anything. So I don't know what the hell. Excuse me. Can't have a Silverblade Dagger episode without him coughing his lungs out. Alright, so yeah, we got 41. That should easily be enough to finish this course at least. So we'll just do this, run backwards. I do it backwards. I don't know how well doing it forwards would be, but doing it backwards seems to be pretty easy. I mean, it works. So huzzah! We got it all. Alright. So we got 20 left. Now, if I recall, that course right there is 17 blocks. So 18, 19, 20, 21. So I'm definitely going to have to get... I'm going to run out before I hit the end. That much, I think, is pretty sure. Alright. Backwards. This is actually going up pretty quickly. Digging it out, on the other hand, was long and tedious. Let's see, we can climb up top here. And plop. Alright, so let's tack this all in. I hope you're still with me. I mean, after all, this isn't a pulse-pounding episode of zombie slaying, but it is necessary in terms of, well, everybody's got to build sometime. Unless you're going full nomad. Yeah, ran out of wood. Alright, so let's, alright, let's split the stack. And we'll do 50. 800 logs, that should be more than enough. Alright, get it started like this. Wow. One thing I've noticed is this takes up for as small as a base as it is, it really takes up a lot of resources. And then again, I am building out of some of the best material blocks in the game, so I mean it does kind of justify it. But yeesh. Got a couple skips. Go figure. Alright. Well, we'll touch this up. Let's go inside the base and see how much concrete mix we got. We're already out of stone. Let's see, it's put this here. Alright, whatever. And actually this here, pistol, pickaxe. Should have plenty of concrete mix because I put in 100 stone, and I've pulled out bits here and there, so there should be a sizable amount in there left, because it's supposed to take about a half hour to cook it all, which means it'll be done probably about the time that I'm done with this episode. Yeah, 5 more minutes. We'll be done before that, I'm sure. Yeah, just 11 left. So yeah, it's been a busy couple days in game, just gathering up the resources to try to finish this all off. And all we're gonna do at this point is we got like 4 gravel left, so we'll make up whatever we can out of that, which I believe will just be 4 buckets of concrete mix. So there we go. So we'll just polish that off and that off, and we'll just leave it at that for now. So as you can see, the base is coming along nicely. After this is all done in here, I'm still undecided on whether I'm thinking I want to do ramps angled up like a funnel on both sides of this. So I'm gonna have to get metal for that. But for down in here, once we get this done, we're gonna put fully upgraded log spikes, 2 rows. And we're going to put in, see, the spikes will come up to here, so you can imagine like this high. Okay, and then up here and here across, I'm going to be just filling it in with water. And for those that don't know, water, at least as of Alpha 11, and I've seen a good deal of it yet in Alpha 12, water will wash away gore blocks. So if a zombie dies in here, and boy, they will be dying in here, and they turn to a gore block over time, the water will essentially just wash it away. It'll disintegrate. Now there may be times where a lot of zombies might pile up in one area too quickly for the water to actually wash off. So in that case, we'll just shoot it. And, you know, shooting gore blocks, or if we get from the edges, chop it with an axe, that will get rid of a gore block as well. But it takes 3 chops of an axe or pickaxe or what have you to get rid of a gore block, because they now break down in stages, and it's irritating as hell. So that might have some complications with the water trick. We'll see. But this is just for one trench. I had planned on doing another trench outside of this and just putting water in it, no spikes. And the reasoning for that is up on top of my base here, see this part of the base down here will be for shooting horizontally, so you can shoot them, when they're coming directly at you. It doesn't do you much good though when they fall into the traps, and so I want to build, whether I'll be able to or not is a whole other matter, but I want to build a tower here going up a ways so I can use a sniper rifle to shoot down, preferably able to shoot down into this trap area, at which point this base will be done for the above ground area. Then I'll have to dig down below ground. I want to dig a tunnel from the center of this base like out that way, or maybe have it jog left here and up underneath the peak of that hill, and that'll be my entrance and escape route. And I will take up all of these blocks that I've been using to get in and out of this base, and I'll be putting a kind of like a bumper out here. So basically it'll be like this block here. If zombies do manage to climb up over all this, say the gore blocks build up, the water doesn't wash it away, and they climb across the gore blocks, then they're going to be right up in here into my face. By having a row of blocks out here, and they're just going to be, in this case here, it'll most likely just be wood frames, unless I decide otherwise. Oh, excuse me. It'll just keep them at enough of a distance where they're not able to swing their arms in through the bars and hit me. I'll also have like this up here, also down around this, so it'll kind of create like an eyebrow. That way they really can't get in close to me, and they won't be able to climb up over it to get on top of the roof, or climb up to the sniper tower above all that. But that's kind of in a quasi-flux state of planning right now. The concept of it I like. It's just a matter of putting it into practice, getting resources, making it work, that kind of thing. So anyways, you got the idea of what's going on here. And by the way, our pine trees that I brought over from the old base, as you can see, they're growing in. I don't know why those in the middle there aren't up to this height yet, but nevertheless, that's our pine farm. Excuse the yawns, but yeah, that's our pine farm. So we can gather resources there. I've been thinking about it, and I might be making some platform farming out here, or maybe just on the other side of the road for our crops, so I won't have to go back to the old town base to get resources, or get my farming resources anyway. So I guess this will do it for this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Click like when I'm done yawning. Excuse me. Been a long day. Click like if you like this video. If you didn't like this video, go ahead and click the dislike, but at least be polite and give me a comment, a reason, and polite reason for why you didn't like this video. If you were bored, click the dislike button, then the like button. They'll cancel each other out and gives you something to do. Please share my videos on whatever social media sites that you happen to make use of. I would definitely appreciate that. free advertising's free advertising, but if you guys think I'm worth advertising for, that's what matters. I'm not gonna push anybody to do anything they don't want to do, but I would definitely appreciate it if you would. Subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the videos I'm putting out. Today, Empyrean drops, so over the course of the next few days, it's going to get to be where it'll be one episode of 7 Days to Die, and hopefully, if the game works well with my computer, hopefully it'll be one episode of 7 Days to Die and one episode of Empyrean every day. And if I miss a day, I'll make up for it the next day. So I'll definitely make sure you guys have content to watch of both these games, or at least one of them at the very least. But I definitely wanted to expand my repertoire, give you guys some stuff to watch that you'll like, hopefully, and keep you entertained, keep you informed, and just to have fun, because that's what this is all about, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you later. Twitch.